Hello Capricorn, this is your reading for December 2017. Might come up general, might come up for work, might come up for love. First of all, we're just going to focus in on a general Celtic cross. Okay, normally pre-shuffle, but I've been having trouble with the camera equipment. This just fell out. Okay, so I'm just going to reshuffle in front of you. Please feel free to fast forward if you find this bit boring. I know I do when I watch videos. Okay, Infinite Spirit, Infinite Wisdom, Capricorn, 2017, December's overview. Oh, some Capricorns are exhausted. But I think this has come up quite a lot actually for quite a few signs. It's the time of year for taking a break and rest and recuperation anyway. Yeah, you're just having a rest. For the many of you, you're feeling quite cocky with yourself. There is, whenever I see this card, there is a warning here not to be too cocky, but you know, it's Nine of Cups, it's a good card. You're getting to a tipping point where you're starting to feel a little bit more emotionally balanced than what you have done through the year. I know that some of you Capricorns have had a really tough time emotionally. And love is at the basis of this reading here. So unless this is a new work contract, this could be to do with romance. We'll see how we go. Your obstacles, okay. Well, what's challenging you is the Ten of Cups. Now, this is a good card, but it's also a card of completion. I feel like this year has been about ticking off the boxes, getting things done, and trying to attain a certain lifestyle, a certain amount of balance within within your life. And here you are, you're there, you're feeling like you've reached it, but you are feeling exhausted. With this card here, the Four of Swords, and if you can see, he's laying down, but he hasn't taken off his armour, so he's ready to get going again. But it's like, you know, when you have your power nap, you're like, oh, I just close my eyes for 5 minutes and sit on the sofa, but I'm still wearing my suit and I've got to get back up and get to it in a minute. It's that kind of energy that I'm getting coming through here. Now, why this is coming up across you, it's across you. Sometimes it can be a challenge, sometimes it can be a good thing. I just feel... I don't know why, because we haven't got any work cards. Yes, it's all emotional, but I just feel, and knowing you Capricorns, how much effort you put into work, there is something here to do with balance. I'm picking up him sitting here and sitting on a sturdy seat now. 9 to 10, reaching completion and being able to be balanced. If you're not in a relationship, if that relationship wasn't balanced, it's getting into a more balanced perspective here. But for those of you single Capricorns, I feel that maybe your relationships have taken a back seat because you've had other priorities. Okay. At the basis of your reading, so you've got good news, you've got celebration, you've got hooking up with old friends you haven't seen for a while, I feel, family members over Christmas. Coming out of isolation. There's you. Time to go within. You've had time to go within. And I feel that's been quite exhausting for you as well, Capricorn. And now it's just time for a break. You've been doing a lot of emotional work behind the scenes whilst getting on with all of your duties and your tasks. So we've got a fire sign lady that sits over your head here. So that's Leo, Sagittarius, or... what's the other one? Leo, Sag, or Aries. Instantly, I'm being drawn to this being a family member, actually. I don't know why. Hold on to that. It might not resonate with everybody. It may just simply mean that there is a lady or a man of the fire sign elements interacting with you at this moment in time during this month. We'll clarify her in a moment to see where she sits, because right now, I don't know. This could be work. This could be emotion. We will check that out. Coming in, okay, we've got completion, the end of a cycle. Again, feeling really exhausted. That fell out of the pack, I think, when I was shuffling. So if this is not what you're doing, which is taking a break, a power nap, let's say, then it's what you need to be doing or what you will be doing soon. Because this, I mean, it can be to do with feeling stabbed in the back, but we won't go there yet. We won't jump to the textbook explanation of cards. But I'm feeling this is exhaustion. I just think you've had a really, really busy year of it. And I feel some of you may have made some decisions this year that perhaps took you down a different path than what you should have been on. And now it's about getting back to the beginning of things. It's about looking at your choices, ending a cycle that wasn't really working for you, a cycle that had you completely and utterly depleted, yet one that you needed to go through. Trying to find balance, and this has come up for so many of the signs this month. Everybody seems to be finding balance. I think this is just the nature of it becoming to the end of the year here, and everybody wants things wrapped up before we start a fresh January 2018. In your environment, for some of you, you could be looking at the house. You could be looking at some kind of move, a house move, a location move, could even be a job move, but nevertheless there is movement and it's connected to a property. In your hopes and fears, you've got the Eight of Swords. So feeling like there is no way forward, lack of clarity, but you're wrapping yourself up. You're binding yourself unnecessarily. So what this is saying to me is it's unfounded fears. These are just your fears. This situation is an illusion. It's in the mind and it's not real. Okay. There we go. Page of Wands. Okay. So this is in your likely outcome for this month. So I feel here that you'll be hearing some news from overseas. Now, this could be to do with what's in your environment at the moment already, which is also the Four of Wands. So it could be a work card. You could be being asked to relocate for work. You could be communicating overseas regarding work. Or it could just simply mean that you're moving house, perhaps to a different location. It could mean many things. We will clarify for you. And I'm going to clarify, I think, today with the Gypsy cards. Okay, Infinite Spirit, Infinite Wisdom. Can we clarify the Celtic Cross for Capricorn, December 2017? Some of you this month, if you are in a committed, happy relationship, may be proposing or moving in together. Taking responsibility for each corner of the house, if it were, you know. He puts out the rubbish, she does the dishes, that kind of thing. It seems very formal, very contractual, but on the top of a lot of love for those that are couples. Yep, okay. If this isn't you, this is somebody close to you, you're hearing about somebody getting married. This is a happy occasion. I love the way these cards work. So the pleasure seekers, okay? When it's upright, it means going out and having fun for no particular reason, just being social, getting out there, non-committal, having fun. In the reverse, okay, opposite, not going out, not being sociable, coupled with the Hermit card. Time for going within, isolation, isolating yourself. Capricorn, have you been in your cave? Is that what's been going on here? Is that because you're exhausted, or is that because you're brokenhearted and somebody is trying to cause trouble? Someone's trying to stir up some drama here that Capricorn just doesn't want to be involved in. Okay, what's this fire sign lady doing here? What is she to do with? Why is she there over your head? Okay, we've got 3 falling out. It's too many. I'm not feeling that. Okay, give me another one. Why is the fire sign lady hanging over your head? Lady or male? Man or woman? Female, male? Okay, whatever it is, it's a situation that you feel has no reward for you. It's like you can put the effort in with this person. And this could be, doesn't have to be fire sign, it could be their sun, moon, rising. or just the traits of a fire sign lady, Aries, Leo, Sag, or man, if you want to look at their traits online to see if this is the person that you're trying to connect it with. But whatever it is, it's a situation, and I'm actually, as I'm talking about this, I'm getting job. This is somebody within the workplace, a boss maybe, or even representing a very fast-paced company, a very flighty global company, an overseas company, a company that can send you from here, there to everywhere, or has big global connections, online sources connections, big management. And you've put so much effort into this, but it's not working anymore because you're exhausted and you're not getting anything out of it, and it's not what you signed up for, and it cannot continue is what I'm feeling. And that's going on right now. So whoever this is resonating with, and I think it's only a fair few, or it may be quite a few caps actually, but there's something going on within a contract here within the workplace. I feel some of you were promised a contract and they didn't come through. You came through for them, but they didn't come through for you. And now you're reassessing things. And this could be why you're exhausted, one, but also perhaps feeling stabbed in the back. But three, why things are coming full circle into completion for you. Let's just clarify. Why is that Ten of Swords there, Capricorn? Why is the Ten of Swords in your near future? Why is the Ten of Swords in your near future? Come on. Play ball. There we go. You're having to move away from something you signed up to. You've got the Journey card. I honestly feel for a lot of you caps there's something to do here with location. You're moving away from something. It's all work. We're here with you. But a recognition of the amount of time that you've been putting into work. Where is your love life? And if you are having a love life, is it serious? Is it committed? Is it where you want to be? Or are you just going through the motions to try and pretend that there's some kind of work-life balance because it's what people do, have relationships? Is it anything serious? And for those who are cross-watching, I'm not talking about those that are in committed relationships. As I already mentioned, there could possibly be a deeper level of commitment coming through for those who are settled and happy. So why are we needing to find balance, Capricorn 2017? Okay, you've been hard at it, working up your foundation, your security, your finances, getting it all in hand. You want things to be perfect. I feel like some of you, a small amount of you may be getting an inheritance from somebody who passed away, somebody you were very fond of, somebody very traditional, somebody you looked up to, and somebody who was female. I'm not suggesting somebody's going to pass away, okay? I'm just suggesting here that this person you would know about. If they have passed away, they would have already passed away. But they left a legacy, they left something behind for you, which you're quite surprised about, for some of you. Okay. Let's have a look at why you've got the Four of Wands in your environment. What's going on here? What is this to do with Capricorn, December 2017? I'm just sensing here with the despair in reverse, wherever you have been located, you've not been entirely happy with. And I think it's contributed to a feeling of exhaustion, emotional exhaustion, and perhaps even, because some of you caps are prone to depression, but I feel like there has been depression here, and this is part of the reason why you've isolated yourself here. But we're coming out of it because it's in the reverse. These negative thoughts, they can't hurt you anymore because it was related to a property you were staying in. And that property is moving away from you. If it hasn't already, you are moving into a better location, a better property, or a better situation. So let's look at your hopes and fears here. Why are Cappies tying themselves up in knots with fear? What is this about? What are you scared of, Cappies? Oh, failure. You're scared of having to rebuild. I strongly suspect some of you took on a situation going back early last year, which you thought was going to be the bee's knees, And I feel like you were promised things, but you didn't get them. And you worked hard, you put in the effort, you slogged your guts out. You give up on, for some of you, spending time with your family, forging ahead with relationships. Some of you possibly could have even given up a relationship to have this position with work. And it didn't turn out to be what you thought it was going to be. And you spiraled into a depression. But it's all changing. In your environment, things are on the up. It's all looking up. And congrats if, you know, for those who are moving into this new property, new location or new job or new situation, because it's well overdue. But you had to go through it. Please don't be scared of failure. Please don't be thinking because this situation happened over the last year or last 2 years or even 3 for some of you, that it's going to continue to happen again, okay? Self-fulfilling prophecies. Get rid of the negative thoughts. You attract to you what you put out there. Stop being scared of failure. It's one of the worst things. It's one of the worst fears is failure. Because you're constantly working from that vibration and energy. So let's have a look. We're looking at the Page of Wands now for likely outcome. What are we talking about here, please? Infinite Spirit, Infinite Wisdom. Oh. Okay, we've got love on the horizon. Messages from overseas for some of you. Communication with somebody who lives in a far land. Possibly somebody who was known to you. Possibly somebody you had to leave for this situation can now, with the movement, there can be some kind of reconciliation. Interesting. I want to know more about the love bit, and I bet you guys do too. Let's have a look at the cards are giving us something else. Who is this person? Don't you just love it? Don't you just love the way these bloody cards work? Right, okay, reunion. Communication from overseas. With a love. Lost love. Reuniting, look at that card. Can I show you? And as I'm looking at that card through the screen there, you can see where she's pushing him away. But by God, you know she'd been waiting for him for a bloody long time. She's been waiting for his communication. I'm feeling, you know, it's funny as well. We've got a lot of reunions coming up this month, and it just so happens Mercury's in retrograde. The ones that are meant to stay together or be together will be together, and the ones that are just meant to be coming back for some kind of closure, you're going to get it, whoever's watching. Who makes contact with who? I'm not quite sure. I can just see the communication there. Just give me one for, give me one more for, where do I want to go over here, to the enemy here. This enemy here, this is a person, a treacherous person or treacherous situation, treacherous energy. And if you can see, there's a person walking down here, and he can't see what he's walking into, and this guy is about to ambush him, and it's for no what's so sinister about this card is that he's doing it for no reason. He's doing it because he can. He doesn't actually get anything out of it. I mean, this could be your energy, or it could be somebody else's, and I'm feeling with this card of you having feeling depleted and stabbed in the back, I'm feeling like somebody did this to you. And because it's, and you're moving away from it, and with the Page of Wands there, I feel like you're literally, for many of you, moving away, location-wise, job-wise, you're moving away from it. And it came up with the Lovers card. So this could be somebody who you feel stabbed you in the back emotionally from your past. I do feel that. My feels is that you weren't that invested anyway. I feel like you've gone, because of the isolation, whoever you have been messing around with, it hasn't been a true sense. You know, like, you could have had one night stands, but you weren't really getting out and about. You were just burying your head in the sand to do with the situation with work. We'll look into that more now. Bear with me 1 second. And if you're cross-watching, please don't get upset. We'll read properly in a second for relationships. Okay, but I'm feeling like the Lovers card here is representing a work contract, because we have this work lady, the Wands, and the Merchant, a situation that you're putting too much effort into. And it's funny because it's just popped out to me here is that he's looking into the distance, he's looking back overseas, back over land. So I do think for a fair few of you, you're going to be travelling away from where you are now. I think you took a wrong turn. This guy who's approaching this chap here who's waiting to make him a victim. I think this was you in your past, walking down a street you never should have gone down because there were untruths there, people not living up to what they promised you. Stick with this one for a moment. Right, okay. I'm going to take the Sexual Tarot deck and I'm just going to have a look at, let's pull this reunion forward here and have a look what's been going on. Okay, Infinite Spirit, Infinite Wisdom, please give me clarity on this possible reunion. Okay, what have we got? We've got the Three of Wands there. Right, okay. This card is talking about calling attention to disagreements and incompatibilities before finding the courage to end the relationship that is now empty. So for many of you, this could be you getting in contact with people just to tie up loose ends, or people get in contact with you just for their closure. Alternatively, what I see here, you remember I said that relationships of the past weren't really meaning anything to you in terms of most recent past. For some of you, not all of you, because it was just, you weren't really going out to get involved. It was just very, very borderline pleasure seeking, meeting needs, so to speak. And if you have a look in the card, you've got a lady at the back there who is watching everything, or is of knowing of everything. She's wearing purple, she's very much protected. And then here, there is a gentleman there serenading a third person for pleasure. Excuse me. So for some, this could be a three-party situation has occurred. Through trying to fill your life with pleasure that could never match up to the person that you left previous to that, the person that you want to reunite with. It could never match up, and now that person needs to be told to go away. And it's not that you wanted to hurt that person, it's just that they were there to serve a purpose. Sorry, Cass, but there is a little bit of karma involved in that. Not great karma, unless you were working through karma with that person. So, yeah, I think that there may have been arguments with certain people. I think that you may have gotten into things intimately with people when you had no intention of sticking around, because they were there just to serve a purpose at that time when you needed it, and it was more about your needs than theirs. But people come together for all different kinds of reasons. Everything is for a reason, everything is fated, you know. Even when we do walk down the wrong paths and take the wrong turns in life, there are lessons there that are waiting for us. I'm going to pull another one here. Let's take that third party out, and I want to know what this reunion is that's coming up, because this is what's sitting in your future, Capricorn. There's something very important here, I feel. Because I feel that a work situation took something from you. Something that was quite deep and meaningful for you. And then we've got the Hierophant. So this card in this deck is talking about the fact that you are supported. Again, we've got 2 women, 1 man in there. You are supported, but it's asking you as you go forward, particularly with this person, this reunion, that you make your intentions very, very clear to them this time. I feel this may be a recurring habit with some of you Capricorns that are single. You're getting into relationships and you're not being clear about what you want. You're going in charming and you're leaving charming. Or on some occasions you're leaving, you're like checking out without telling the person. And it's generating so much karma and so many things you have to keep going back to then close down the situation. And that's not great. So, you know, people have feelings, Capricorn. So all you need to do, if you want to go out and seek pleasure, if you don't want commitment, then don't say that you do. Tell them exactly where you're coming from. And I don't mean to be getting at you about that. It's just that I feel this is more to do with male Capricorns, if I'm being honest with you. Just be honest. Just be honest where you're coming from, because people get hurt. But you're also hurting yourself because you've got to pay that debt back. Okay, but I do see you have been working on it. You've been trying to work on yourself here. I'm going to put these back in here, and I'm going to do a bit of a love spread. Let me just collect these cards, get them out of the way. Definite changes around work though for you Capricorn. Without a shadow of a doubt, there are big, big changes coming for you that will resettle you if you don't give in to fear. If you can keep 1 foot in your emotional zone and 1 foot grounded, that's where your balance is. Everything is fair in love and war, and I don't know where that's come from or why I just said that. That's what I just got. So I'm looking specifically at relationship now. Okay, Capricorn, relationship, December 2017, where we at? Okay, Capricorn, love relationships. Oh, yep, Tower. Changes. Uncomfortable changes as far as your relationships are concerned. For some of you, you may be dealing with the water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So I've got tingling on the top of my head. Right, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What's crossing... Actually, no, I'm going to do a different spread. Relationship spread. Okay. So for some of you with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon or Rising, there has been an argument in the past. And from what I could see, you know, that the connection is still there. All of the love that was built up, it's still there. But somebody, either you or them, used really harsh words, and it's like you or them, they or both, you don't know how you can come back from it. It kind of knocked you for 6. You weren't expecting it. And you're feeling very disappointed. And it's like you want to contact this person, but we've got a power struggle going on. It's like, they said that to me, but if I contact them, then I lose. And if it was you that did that, or if they're feeling like you've done something wrong, maybe I feel they want to reach out to you because the connection is still there. You were nearly there. With this person, you were nearly there. This is one person, and you'll know who I'm talking about, whether it's Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio or not. If you cast your mind back, Caps, to the last person that you were with, not literally, but the last person that you were with that made you feel like You could put a ring on it. This is the person we're talking about. But there was a bust up and it went too far. So there's a power struggle. And it's like neither of you, both of you want to get in contact and sort this mess out, but neither of you want to lose faith. So let's see what happens. How did we get here? This was somebody, I feel, you didn't know them all that long, but you didn't need to. I mean, sometimes people come into your life and you spend an hour with them. You'll spend the next 5 years thinking about them if you lost it before it got off the ground and you felt that connection. I do feel like it was a new love. And I mean, this has already happened, and we're talking about this person that you felt in your heart of hearts, this could be the one. And they felt that about you. Because we had the new beginning, number 1, and then we had the 2 of Cups, which is stronger than the Lovers in this deck. So we go 1, 2, and then we go either work or manipulation, and a stalemate is reached. So for some of you, perhaps you were being a bit manipulative towards this person. Maybe with the work situation, if you had to move away, if you were at a distance from this person, or had to do something that they wouldn't have approved of, because it may have affected the relationship. I feel some of you Caps were in danger and did manipulate. Because you could, and you thought you'd get away with it, and they called you on it. And Caps don't like to be called out. You stubborn buggers when you want to be. So, there you are. Not in excruciating pain. Blood's rushing to your head a little bit, but you know, you can deal with that. That's no bother, as long as your pride's intact. Or, could have been them being a little bit manipulative to you, emotionally manipulative. If it's a water signs are really good at emotional manipulation. But either or, maybe it was a case of you both manipulating each other to get what you wanted from the situation, which made you reach a stalemate. What else? How we got here? Yeah, what started out, one of you, and my sense is that it's you, just knowing that the star signs and your traits, Caps, that you don't give emotions away freely. You'll feel them, but you won't say them, and sometimes you won't act on them. And I feel like you withheld either information or emotions from this water sign or whoever this person is. And with them being so feeling and nurturing and sometimes a little bit needy, it's a water sign element. They need to feel secure in their emotions, whereas you need to feel secure in your finances. I just feel like this is where the problem started. This is where the bickering started. The 5 of Wands is not as, it's competitive. Weak arguments that come to no consequence, and this is where it started. I think maybe the water sign or whoever that was, whatever sign that was manipulative of you to try and drag these emotions out of you, and you weren't playing that game. You wanted to be 100% certain about what was happening with work, what you were doing, where you were going. Before you gave that, before you actioned that emotion. And that's what caused the arguments, because the other person could not feel stable in that situation. So they may have manipulated you or bullied you into an ultimatum of some kind. And I feel this is for the single Capricorns. I don't feel this is about committed Capricorn. If it is a committed Capricorn, it's a very new relationship. So we're going to have a look at Capricorn's thoughts, feelings and intentions. And there we have the Knight of Wands and the 3 of Swords. So there may well have been a third party interference because there was a distance. going back to the original spread, I feel that if there was, for those Caps that were at a distance from this person that you want to reunite with, then either they or you could have stepped out for 5 with another person. And that's playing on your mind, or it's playing on their mind, or there's just the suspicion of it. Within your feelings, it's like, I feel if you could click your fingers and conjure this person up in front of you right now, immediately, you'd do it. But you're understanding that there's obstacles to get there. And you know to go forward with this after these harsh words have been spoken. That it's going to have to go slow, and that there's going to be challenges. And some of you may feel like it's not worth the risk because you've seen a side to this person that has shocked you and hurt you. And they may be feeling hurt too. I feel there's a big misunderstanding going on here, Capricorn. Your intentions. Okay, someone's intending to make communication. The balance can't be tipped. The scales can't be that unequal. They can't. Whether you get back together or you get closure, they can't remain as uneven as what they have been. Balance, you intend to bring back that balance in this situation, one way or another. And your way, I feel, is fast forward communication. You'll either be receiving fast communication from this person, or they or you will be reaching out to them. And for some, I feel that it'll be like you never stop speaking. This is somebody you're separated from. Let's have a look at the sexual tarot and see what's going on between this relationship. So this is predominantly for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, who you are estranged from, who you want to be reunited with, who there is a connection, a mad, crazy connection, a 5-minute connection, a 2-day connection, a 2-month connection, even a 2-year connection, but it's a, I don't even feel 2 years. I wouldn't put this past a year. This is somebody who came in very quickly and left just as fast. But they left on a misunderstanding or circumstances that were out of your control. And yes, we've got the World here. We've got the World card here, which would indicate global travel. But the actual, the meaning of this card is lasting happiness. And look, there's only 2 people. Thank God for that. We haven't got 3 people again. We've only got 1 male, 1 female, or whatever your preference is. But there's only 2 people in this card. Okay? The energy that you feel from this person is so peaceful. It's like coming home after rush hour traffic, getting soaked in the pouring rain, buzzing around on the laptop all day, taking 50 calls within the first 5 minutes, that kind of energy. And then when you're with this person, it's like you just melt into this comfortable state with them. And it's you know, it's serene. Pure gratification, even on a sexual level with this person. I feel there was an intimate level that can't be forgotten here. This is somebody that you have been intimate with. Yes. So coming into the near future, what's going to happen with this? Let's have a look what we just did. Okay, we've got the 9 of Wands again, thankfully. There's just 2 people here. This card speaks of resolve being needed in this situation. So going back to what I said here in your intentions, you know this situation can't remain imbalanced. You know that some form of closure is needed. And that can only be done by communicating with this person. And there you go. In the near future, you resolve. So I want to have a look what's in your heart for this person. And I'm going to have a look what's in their heart for you. Infinite Spirit. Infinite wisdom. What's in Capricorn's heart for this person that they are thinking about? Infinite spirit, infinite wisdom. What's in the heart of Capricorn for the person they are connected to emotionally? Cute. So got the Three of Wands. This is kissing. The main meaning of this card is kissing. Desire. Rediscovering a feeling you thought that was lost. It's like every time you try to push this one to the corner of your mind, that connection just comes back. It's not going anywhere, Cap. You are madly, deeply in love with this person. Let's see how they feel about you. The person that you're thinking of, how do they feel about you? Got the Queen of Swords here. They've been going through a time of solitude as well. They've been unable to believe, even conceive of the fact that this was the end of the relationship. It's like they haven't spoken to you, or for the many of you, communication has been off. But they never gave up hope, they never gave up faith. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? And he or she sits there, and instead of seeing their own reflection, they see the person their heart desires. And that's you, Capricorn. He or she can only think of you. This connection is so powerful. There's an element here of understanding each other's energies. This is absolutely beautiful, actually. It's such a protective energy on each other, and I think this is part of the misunderstanding. It's like this person has tried so hard to let go of this connection in protection for you, because particularly if it's a water sign, they are of the understanding that you will feel this energy and it'll be dragging you down. And I also feel that despite the fact in your heart of hearts you've known some, or been privy to some information or inclination or intention that there will at some point be a reunion, I feel like you've allowed this miscommunication and withholding information, emotion to this person, because you felt that circumstances would dictate that it wouldn't be right to take them on that journey with you until what we read in the earlier cards was resolved. So whatever that property, that job, or whatever that circumstance was that was making you depressed, where you took a wrong turn in for whatever kind of lesson that you needed to learn there, you didn't want this person on that journey, and I don't feel that they were meant to go there with you. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. So when you do communicate with this person, or they contact you, okay, we've got our answers already. Oh, love it. Okay, we've got then the Hermit. Okay. So if they contact you, you may sort of... Remember when I said in that reunion card, where is it gone? I've got to show it to you. There was a woman anyway. Ah, I got it. Remember I said to you? There's a woman and a man. It's like they've been waiting to see each other. And he or she damn well knows they've been waiting for this reunion, this contact. But she's giving it the, oh no, look at me, I'm shy. I don't want anything to do with you. Go away, go away. You've created a headache. That's what's going on. And it's not because they don't want anything to do with you. They bloody well do. But they're taking themselves on a journey, or you'll be taking yourself on a journey, of all the reasons why this can't happen. Like really, like, has she been with someone? Has he been with someone? Is she going to find out that I have? If you have. And you'll pull up any bit of dirt. When this communication happens, your fear kicks in. Fear of failure. Fear of ruining it. But what you've got to know about this card in this deck, the Hermit, okay, the more you refuse, the stronger the force grows. When psychic force is restrained, it doubles its power. So, anyway, this is turning out to be a really long reading, and it is 7 o'clock in the morning, and I have not been to bed yet because I've been trying to get all of this work out and done for you guys, despite the problems of the laptop microphone. Okay, so I'm just going to do, actually I'm going to do 2 more cards for you. I'm just going to do one overall from the Romance Angels. Infinite Spirit, Infinite Wisdom, December 2017. Romance Angels, please. Oh, and we've got to do our song as well. I wonder what song you guys are going to get. Okay. Really wish that there wasn't copyright issues, that I could actually play a chorus of the song to you from whatever you get. Don't forget to put in the description, please, guys, in the comments, your favourite artist. You can put as many as you like. They're all going to go into the jar. And when we start doing live readings on Facebook, if you like our page, you'll be asked for notifications. It's Psychic Chill Out Facebook page. Or you can go to email us from www.psychicchillout.com. Okay. Oh, you see that? And you knew it as well, didn't you, Capricorn? And they knew it. You know who I'm talking about. You've already met this person. You've already fallen in love with this person. Make the effort, Capricorn. Actions speak louder than words, you know? Knock off with the charm and actually put your money where your mouth is, and go get your lover. The time is right. This very much was a time issue. What do you need? What energy do you need behind you to move forward? Sodalite. And in crystal healing, this is a stone that represents the throat chakra. And the throat chakra becomes blocked when, guess what? There is lack of communication. Say what you need to say to this person. Say what's been festering and building up inside. And I'm not talking about the argument. I'm talking about your real feelings. And watch how things just change overnight. You'll be gloating. You'll be skipping happy. Stupid happy. Right, let's get going. Let's see what we got. Randomly selecting. Okay, you've got Nickelback. These were taken from a friend's playlist. I don't even know who half of these artists are. And we've got number 7. Nickelback, number 7. So what you do, you go to YouTube, you type in Nickelback. Am I saying that right? Doesn't sound right. Nickelback. And you scroll down to the 7th song and you press play. And the words and the lyrics of that song should resonate. Give it a go. Leave me the comments, please, guys. And I will also feature in the chorus. I'll have to write it though, we can't play it at the end of the video. Well, now. Merry Christmas, Caps.